Hi, I am Amos Diverse, a nursing student from Foundation University. So for today's video, I'm going to do or make a reflection about the 1954 debate teenagers from Philippines, India, Norway, and United Kingdom with the topic of communism. So for the participants, we have Peter Hudson from UK, Gunnar Aslan from Norway, Vangalaram from India, and lastly, we have Johnny Antillion from Philippines. Before we proceed to our reflection, let us know what is communism. So this is the objective of communism is to eliminate socio-economic class battles by establishing a classless society in which everyone enjoys the fruits of labor and the state controls all property and money. So the participants are given a question to debate for. So the question is, how does the problem of communism in the US compare with the problem of communism in other countries? And is there more than one solution? Vangalaram from India was the first person to answer. So his answer was, the problem of communism in India stems mostly from frustration, whereas the problem of communism in the United States is psychological. He claimed that his dissatisfaction was a direct result of British imperialism. Next to answer is Peter Hudson from the UK. So he said, the problem similar to that is America. The only difference between Britain and the United Kingdom is that they did not consider it as an issue. So next to answer was Mr. Johnny Antillion from the Philippines. He said, the communist problem in America is considerably more difficult than the situation in our nation, which is the Philippines, since communists operate openly in our country, but they remain underground in America. Last to give his statement was Mr. Gunnar Aslan. So he said he did not believe that America's communist problem was more tough than the Norway's. He believes that the true issue is how you are handling the circumstance. Mr. Vangalaram from India asked Philippines, what may be a cure for communism? Mr. Johnny Antillion does not claim to know all the remedies against communism, that the most effective approach to resist communism is to adopt a militant stance against it. That was Mr. Johnny Antillion's answer on Mr. Vangalaram's question. Mr. Aslan and Mr. Ram didn't agree on Mr. Antillion's viewpoint on how to resist communism was strongly criticized. So Mr. Johnny Antillion embarked on an aggressive anti-communist campaign, and it appears that the other nations did not agree with it. After witnessing the exciting and mind-blowing debate, all I can say is that all debaters or participants did an excellent job in their respective roles. In my opinion, Mr. Johnny Antillion did the greatest job. I'm not being biased since he is a fellow Filipino, but the way he handled every question and response was extremely professional and he answered it honestly. I believe we should study what communism. After witnessing the exciting and mind-blowing debate, all I can say is that all participants did an excellent job in their respective roles. In my opinion, Mr. Johnny Antillion did the greatest job. I'm not being biased since he is a fellow Filipino, but the way he handled every question and response was extremely professional and he answered it honestly. I believe we should study what communism can truly do to a society since it may affect our lives. Even in the past, individuals sought ways to oppose communism. That concludes today's reflection, which I hope you appreciate. Thank you and goodbye.